So don't treat me like theorem.
What is good, everybody? It has been a long minute, but here I am, Mac, aka YaBoy. Another episode of I Said What I Said, Don't At Me. And I'm doing this live after watching the Clippers choke, being up 3-1 to the Denver Nuggets and losing 3 straight. After 2 of those games, they were up by like 20 and they lost those. That's neither here nor there. Let me just get into it right quick. So this is I Said What I Said, Don't At Me. And I'm blessed to be a part of the Dat Feelin Podcast Network. Stream that wherever you are listening to your podcast at, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, Spotify, wherever you choose to listen to your podcast. Check out my people on the Dat Feelin Podcast Network. Just type that in the search bar and you'll find the network with a grip of shows. Shout out to my people, Mark Sox, E. Smitty, Wiz's Beast, Black Mac, DJ 110, Clint Taylor. Bro, it goes on and on. Speaking of Clint Taylor, the music that is accompanying this podcast is all produced by my man Clint Taylor. So check him out. Actually, I'll put the link in the description where you can listen to his music at. How about that? Link in the description. Anyway, let me talk about these Clippers real quick. As a Lakers fan, I'm not going to lie. During the regular season, we had problems with these cats. We had problems with the Clippers. And, you know, first game in the bubble we played them, it was a close game. We came out on top. But I was shaky, man. I was just like, I think for some reason, like, Kawhi is going to do something with this team and they just going to, like, get chemistry out of nowhere all of a sudden and probably, probably edge us out in the Western Conference Finals. We were both up 3-1 in our series. We closed ours out. We sent the Rockets home like the scrubs they are. And I was 100% expecting to see the Clippers do the same to to the Nuggets. Seeing how the Nuggets just came out of a 7-game series with the Jazz and being 3-1 down, like, I'm thinking they were spent. Game 1 of that series, the Clippers blew them out. And I'm just like, well, shit, here we go. And for today to end like it did, mwah. I have been trolling on Facebook. I haven't started to troll on Instagram. I ain't gonna tag nobody. I ain't gonna say nobody's name, but they know who they are. I will let them out themselves to me later. Bowing down, kissing the ring, all that good stuff. So shout out to the Lakers. We in the Western Conference Finals. Shout out to the Nuggets. Damn, talk about a team that has heart. Them boys came up out of nowhere. 3-1, both series. Coming back to win those things. Unbelievable. I've never seen nothing like that. They're on a roll, I ain't gonna lie. Because the Rockets ran into the Lakers in the second round playing 7 games, and I'm thinking they're spent. Too much time off's not a good thing. So I'm guessing we'll have some rust to knock off playing the Nuggets. But Murray and that boy Jokic ain't no joke. I'm not expecting a walk. Lakers in 6. My prediction. You heard it here first. Lakers in 6. Who's coming out of the East? I don't know. Both teams could probably give us problems. Celtics and the Heat are those 2 teams. So I'm going to just say, I think the Heat's going to come out of there because I like Jimmy Butler. I like how he's scrappy and stuff. So Jimmy Butler will probably lead the Heat over, and then we'll go ahead and say Lakers will beat the Heat 5 games. That's how I'm feeling. Anyway, let's get into this. So I want to start this off real quick, talking to the fellas out there. Fellas. fellas, is there anybody out there with me who agrees that unless it is not in self-defense, if it is not in the act of self-defense, women cannot hit dudes in the nuts at all? Like, play fighting, all that stuff, like, it has to be 100%. She is in fear of her life for that to be allowed. I bring that up because of this. You know, it's not so much quarantine. You know, we're trying to limit time outside of the house and around other people who we do not know their daily hygiene, right? This whole COVID thing's going around. So, you know, you just want to take your time and make sure that you're not putting yourself at unnecessary risk, but at the same time, not just being scared to leave the house, right? So, you know, being in the house a lot, you know, you just tend to bond, right? Me and my wife. Like, I like to do stupid stuff. So, like, you know, we play fight. You know, I'll just go in there, and it's not even like a play fight like, whoosh, I slap her in the face, right? We ain't doing shit like that in the McCoy household, right? I'll do something like, you know, I'll slap her on the butt, pop, pop, you know, because that's my thing. You know, pop, slap him on the butt. She turn around, she get upset or something, you know, and then we do this little play fight thing, right? Like, I keep hitting her on her butt, and she'll like try to punch me on the shoulder, and, you know, as a man, I'm just sitting there like, pop, pop. You know, your hits are nothing to me, lady. So then she, you know, fakes and pop, you know, hits the boys down there. At first, I'm thinking it's like a glance, like, you know, you get hit down there. I'm just like, you know, oh, that wasn't too bad. I can fight through it. Then like about 2 seconds, like after I throw a couple more little play slaps, I start going down to one knee. Like, and then it hits like the full pain of what happened. Like, because ladies, you don't have to full up kick or punch or do something drastic, you know what I'm saying, down there for the full effect to hit the dude. The slightest slap at the right angle will hit. Oh my god, like, y'all have no idea the pain that causes. And I was talking about that earlier. Like, I'm not understanding why y'all go for that. Why do y'all do that? You know, why? And it occurred to me, it's because you guys don't know how bad it hurts, right? And I don't think there's anything men can do or hit you or something accidentally that will equal the pain of getting hit in the nuts. It's something, I don't know. I can't explain it. And I blame Hollywood for making this shit look funny. Like, there's so many movies out there, cartoons of men who get hit in the nuts, and they just be like, boink, oh, then they like fall to the side, and then the audience is like, ha 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 ha. Most recent thing I can think of is in Endgame, right? So, you know, Star-Lord comes back, boo that motherfucker off the rip. But, you know, he sees Gamora, and she hits him in the nuts one time, but misses, and hits him the second time. And he's like, oh, the first time you miss, the second time you got them both, type shit. You know, like, get fuck out of here. But it was like people laughed in the theater. I'm just like, bro, if he really got hit in the nuts like that during this battle, he would be incapacitated the rest of the battle. Like, you can't get up from that. Like, this small tap my wife gave me, talk about a love tap. Like, I was on my knees for literally 3 minutes. Tried to stand up, couldn't, had to sit on the bench by the front door, get my life together before I went back to work. Cause this was on a lunch break. So I'm trying to finish the rest of my day with like a sore left testicle now. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, God bless her heart, she saw how much it hurt. So she, as I was kneeling, she was like, I'm sorry. And in that moment, ladies, I'm gonna tell you like this. We don't want you touching us. We don't need any, like, the person who caused me this pain is trying to say, like, sorry does not make the fucking shit go away. Like the slow burn of the nuts being hit, like it affects all internal organs. Like it's hard to explain to y'all because y'all aren't gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just saying, like when that happens, get the fuck away from the dude. And it's not out of fear, it's because there's nothing you can do in that moment. There's nothing you can say, nothing. Like get away from me. Like that's it. The one spot that you guys usually could touch to make us do whatever you want, you know what I'm saying? Like you promise us some sex or you promise us some you know, some attention down there. We gon' hey, let's do it. But after you strike us down there, get away from me. Just get away from me. Let me get my shit together. And sooner or later, everything will be fine. We'll go back to normal. But at that moment, I don't need you patting me on. She was patting me on the head. She was like, I'm sorry. Like this was like after 30 seconds of me being down on my knees because she thought I was faking it. Bro. I think I understand when God was creating us. He was like, bro, y'all gonna be stronger than these women out here. I need to give y'all a weak spot so when y'all act up, they can, you know, pop, protect themselves. But y'all be going to that shit like during play fights. Y'all be, I'll smack your balls like, come on now. Like, why you gotta go there? Why you gotta go there? We just here play fighting. I'm not gonna cause any kind of harm to you, but you fake like, you play like you're gonna hit down there and accidentally hit down there. It's a fucking 100%. The play fight is over. I'm gonna be mad at you. You gonna be mad because I'm mad at you, and then the shit is just sour for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So just stop it. Unless it's in self-defense, a woman hits you in the nuts, you should have the option on calling the cops and be like, domestic abuse, yo, she wild and she hit me in the nuts. You go to jail for a night. Just a night. Like a special holding cell. Not in Gen Pop, but you just go in a holding cell with a clear wall so when people walk through, be like, oh, you slapped your boy's nuts, huh? Slapped your man's nuts again, huh? Ruthless. How dare you? It's like a wall of shame. Like it's a room where you're just in there and people walk into the precinct or whatever and they just look over there and you just hiding behind a glass thing where they just look and it's just a room full of women that thought it was funny hitting they dudes in the nuts and you just there for the night and y'all just looking at each other like, oh, you hit your man's nuts too? Yeah, we were play fighting and I lifted my leg and kicked him in the nuts. You know, now I'm here. That's what needs to happen. Ladies need to be put on blast. Just like if any kind of dispute, like 9 times out of 10, domestic dispute, abuse, cops pull up. They're like, hey, dude, you gotta bounce. You can't be here. I gotta take you in, right? It's procedure. I understand that. But if it's a nut tap, accidental nut hit where the dude has to take a knee like he's Kaepernick at the national anthem, ladies gotta go, man. Like, and the cop should know that. Like, if the cop is a dude and he shows up and he sees me on my knees, like, and he doesn't hear the anthem, you know, he's probably gonna be like, yo, why'd you kick my man in the nuts? Why'd you hit him in the nuts? Whatever you did, come with me, woman. And you go back to the precinct and you go into the nut tap room where all the other nut tappers are at, and that be that. That be that. That's all I gotta say about that. That is it. Respect our privates. You know, quit touching us down there without our permission. God damn it. Equal rights. Oh man. Yeah. So I thought I'd get all the funny shit out the way, because your boy has some shit to talk about. The NFL is back, ladies and gents. Your boy could not be more happier. Your boy could not be more excited. And your boy could not be more disgusted. And what I saw on the Thursday night game last week between the Chiefs and the Texans, when the teams came together for a moment of unity. No flag. No political agendas, no nothing. Just a bunch of white players, white coaches, black players, black coaches, equipment managers, just 2 teams of all races going to midfield, locking arms as a symbol of we will get through this together. I'm here for you. Let's be better as people and move forward together. And what did they do? What did the 15,000 or so fans, 20,000 fans in that huge stadium do? Boo loud enough for that shit to be picked up. Booed that loud for a moment of unity. And I'm just like, so it's not the flag. Because y'all, I say y'all because I assume I'm talking to the people who booed, right? So if you did not boo and you're down with unity and you hate racism and stuff, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the assholes who don't like unity or they want shit to go back to the way it was and all that other shit, right? Those motherfuckers. When I say y'all in this instance, I'm talking to them. So here's my thing. I'm assuming the people who booed are the same motherfuckers who are just like, I'm not supporting the NFL until they stop kneeling for the flag. Until they stand, I won't watch. I haven't watched football. And the only reason I know that they say these things is because these stupid motherfuckers are following the NFL pages. They're following NFL teams. They're following ESPN. Anything that's football related, sports related, they're following it. Still, in every post they're saying I'm boycotting sports. I can't watch sports until they stop disrespecting the flag and salute every military person that walks by and all this stuff. And I'm just like, I wish you guys would be people of your word and stop fucking up the feed on these sports posts while people are trying to talk sports. I just want to log into ESPN, look at the page, see a post, and then do some shit. Like, just stop watching sports. Because heads up, a lot of the sports that you watch, there's a lot of black people in them, and they're going to do shit to speak up for their community, for their people. And ESPN is going to be on it, you know? And I know a lot of conservatives don't like ESPN because they say it's ran by the left, whatever. You know, think what you want. If you hate it that much, stop fucking following ESPN. It's that simple. Like, I don't like the KKK. I don't know if they have a Twitter, a Facebook, or Instagram. If they do, I'm not gonna follow it. You know why? Because I ain't down with seeing KKK shit on my feed. So if you don't want to see sports shit and athletes speaking up about injustice and you know, systemic racism and you know, just the unnecessary killing of black people, just stop watching sports and stop following sports media agents. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not hard to avoid shit you don't want to see. You know, y'all just keep following because you just want to keep trying to troll things. Side note, I'm gonna get back to the Chiefs and shit. That's my new hobby. That's my new hobby. I follow ESPN and all that, and every time I see something about somebody standing up and speaking out about social injustice, I comment, right? I used to just comment like, I'm just here to see the butthurt people who say blah, 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 right? In other words, you know, just firing a shot, trying to scatter the racists out of the bushes and shit. You know, like, you know, here come the racists. You know, they got to do some shit. They got to say some shit. And then I just troll. But now I just post, you know, congrats. Like, example, Naomi Osaka wins the US Open. She's been making news because she would come out with a mask of a victim of police brutality who's no longer here with us, right? Wearing a Black Lives Matter shirt, all that stuff. And people would just keep hating on her every time ESPN would say, Naomi Osaka came out in this, Naomi Osaka came out in that. You know, she's coming out there because she's convicted of her own will to do that. She's half black, half Japanese, or Jamaican, whatever. I'm going to say black because people are treating her like a black woman. So she does that, and then people are in the comments like, you're Japanese, you're not even black. Like, here you go. Here you go. Let's look at Mr. 23andMe here, fucking Ancestry.com Jonathan over here trying to tell you your ancestry and shit, Naomi. You know, you should listen to this guy here. Apparently he knows you better than you know your own family lineage. But I digress. So that's my thing. I just troll. I just be like, congratulations, Naomi. Make them uncomfortable. And here people come. For me, I'm not uncomfortable at all. I just think it's funny they're wasting their time talking about these things. Like, I'm just like, that's cool. Derek, Black Lives Matter, you know. Then they come back spazzing out. Blah, blah, blah. That's the stupid thing, blah, blah, blah. All lives matter. And I'm just like, okay, that's cool. I hear what you're saying. However, Black Lives Matter. And that's all I do. I hear your points. Those are some good points you got. But still, Black Lives Matter. Bro, if you want to make somebody wild the fuck out and really embarrass themselves, because they try to come at you like they're trying to be intelligent and shit. And I'm just like, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. Black Lives Matter. You know, blows their mind every fucking time. Every fucking time. Every fucking time. But again, like I said, so back to this game. They're booing this moment of unity. And I'm just like, are they just that evil? And they show a different angle. And on the video board, it says Black Lives Matter. So now this is the thing. There's no flag, so it's not political. Nobody's taking a knee or anything like that, right? No anthem playing, nothing. So anthem-related shit, national patriotism, all that shit's out. Was it the Black Lives Matter that people booed? Was that the key? The fact that the NFL is trying to establish like, hey, you know, Black Lives Matter. Not Black Lives are better. Not Black Lives are ultimate. Black Lives is the shit. You know what I'm saying? However, being black is cool. I ain't gonna hold you on that. Black Lives, being a black person in America is dangerous, but being black is cool. I would not change that at all. But is that what was granting the boos? That hurt my heart. That snapshot of just that moment showed me how fucked up we are here in America today. Like the fact that people are so against progression hurts my heart, man. Like, you don't think I want to be proud to be an American? You don't think I want this country to be the best country in the world? I do. But I'm not just going to keep blindly saying it unless it's true. There were Twitter videos, people recording that moment, booing, chanting USA. Why chant USA? I don't know. I would say something about the correlation between those chanting USA and booing at the same time, in the same breath, but I will wait till my military service is up before I say some shit. Anyways, that just hurt my soul. And these players to link up, these black players to link up, see Black Lives Matter, and hear these boos, and then have to turn around and then play the fucking game. 10 minutes ago, this dude was booing you. You catch a 75-yard touchdown, they cheer and want you to jump into the stand so they can pat your helmet. Look, I'm not trying to fuck up anybody's financial situation. Do not take financial advice from your boy, because I am just a middle-class person trying to make it in life. You dig? NFL players, they have a lot of money. Their contracts aren't guaranteed. Those who aren't making the big bucks, they do make more than most. However, they're probably supporting more people than me and you, right? They may be getting the lowest tier, 1.5 million a year type stuff, but they're supporting multiple households on that check, you know? So they just can't up and stop because it's just not their money. They're supporting others, which I applaud, because if you have the means to get your family out of a rough situation into a better situation, break generational curses, position future generations of your family for success, you do that shit, my brother. More power to you. Don't let these people shame you for getting your money. However, my heart, and it's easy to say that because it's not my money, I would have big mad energy trying to play for these people after they booed some shit like that. Like, oh, my life doesn't matter. but my stats matter in your fantasy league. When I don't play, when I boycott, and you get a 0 and you lose this game, then you're gonna be mad. That's when you really mad. That's when I'm expecting boos, right? So my life don't matter, but then when that whistle blows and that clock starts, you cheer for me like no other. But the minute that clock hits 000, 00, whatever, and I get back out there and I go drive back to my house and live as a black person, my life doesn't matter. But Sundays between 12 and 3 or 4 and 7 or 7 and 10, Monday night, Thursday night, y'all jumping up and down. You wearing my jersey on your back. You wearing my jersey, my name on your back, but my life don't matter. That shit is rough, man. Like, the fact that people can look at athletes as less than people. Keep your opinions to yourself. Just entertain me. Bro, this ain't ancient Rome, and you not a fucking senator sitting up in the balcony at the Coliseum watching slaves fucking kill themselves, man. These people are full American citizens with all the rights. Y'all are just mad that they're kind of better off, so that kind of puts, you just want to be superior to them in the sense that you're here for the fans. The fans pay your check. Actually, the owners do that, my guy. The owners do that. And for all of you guys who were wilding out and, you know, tripping because the NBA, Major League Baseball, all these teams were boycotting playing games. Talk about, well, what's the difference? They just started playing 2 days later. Newsflash, the thing is, they talked to their owners, and the owners have agreed to use the arenas for voting stations so more people can vote. Because, I don't know if you heard, people are just like, with COVID and shit, all voting numbers may be down. They're like, nah, bro, we got to let everybody get a chance to get in there and cast their ballot. So these owners were like, look, what do we got to do to get you guys to play? Let me talk to you real quick. Now we got 20 out of the 30 arenas for the NBA. I think, 20 out of 30 or something like that. Arenas are opening up to allow people to use them to vote. That is progression. That is what that does. Just because you don't care doesn't mean that a change wasn't made for somebody else, right? It may not affect you, but goddamn it affected somebody, and it's better than the previous situation, which these people were not going to be allowed to use these arenas to vote. So that's what that boycott was. That is progress. That is what that is, right? So I don't care if you don't care that they sat out. Cool, because they weren't sitting out for you. They were sitting out for others who don't have that voice. Feel me? Cool. All right. So yeah, across the board. Oh, and your boy Roger Goodell. Now he all up. I feel bad that I didn't listen to Kaepernick. That this and that, like all this other, like he is doing the circuit. He's doing the circuit. He's saying all the shit that he should have been saying 3-4 years ago. But alas, here we are. And he is trying to do some damage control. He's trying to be like, I've changed. I should know. I've been trying to talk to him. Yada, yada, yada. And people are just like, we don't care. You talk about Black Lives Matter, but Kaepernick's still not in the league. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like Kaepernick should not just be in the league just because, you know, my bad, you can come play football. Teams have to sign him. I don't know if you can pressure a team to sign somebody. Because low-key, if he does a tryout and he don't look good, like, I'm not going to be like, you know, here's millions of dollars to not do shit. But I do find it funny that he's trying to do that. I don't know what role Cap wants. I think they should put him somewhere, not in the front office, but somewhere in the NFL organization where he can be a part of any kind of civil change that they're trying to do. Hopefully that works out. I don't know. He's still saying he wants to play. Cool. Madden, as trash as that game is, they're inserted him into the roster as a free agent. That's better than like 17 other quarterbacks in the game, but that's neither here nor there. In an attempt to try to get people to buy the game, I'm still not playing Madden. I'm waiting for 2K to come back with their game. But I'm just saying, like, it's just I don't know. It's just weird, all the backpedaling that's going on in NFL. And I I don't mind it. I do mind the backpedaling by Goodell, but I like that now steps are being taken. Whatever small progression, whatever small progress forward that is being made in the NFL, whether it be just pandering, cool, I don't care. Pander, motherfucker, pander, because that pander is one pander that we didn't have before, if that makes sense. That pandering is providing some kind of progress towards our end goal, which is everybody just be on the same fucking page, right? And a lot of people don't like that. And that is very suspicious when people are mad when people try to encourage unity. Everybody, we're Americans. We're united. We shouldn't be divided. Cool, moment of unity. Boo! Boo! Blows my mind. Like, what do you want us to do? What do you want us to do? I'm not understanding. Oh my God. What else is going on? Oh, so the city of Louisville, Kentucky awarded the family of Breona Taylor $12 million to in a court settlement for the wrongful death of Breona Taylor. Here's how I feel about that. While they do get money, I know all they did was they just fired one of the cops, I believe, that was involved in the shooting. No charges were pressed. So it's just like, is this $12 million like hush money, like go away? $12 million of taxpayers' money, by the way, which I could care less. Like my taxes are going somewhere. I'm pretty sure it wasn't going to fix no road or anything like that. I don't live in Louisville, by the way. I'm in Phoenix, so that's a whole different thing. But if something like that happened in Phoenix and they're just like, give the family $10 million and they're just like, oh, this is taxpayers' money. Like, y'all weren't doing shit with it anyway. These roads still fucked up out here. Shit. Probably took money out of a fucking, offshore account for some politician who's about to retire or whatever. But anyway, that's the whole police union fucking, like, I can play conspiracy theory with that all day, but I want to just stay with the story. So that happened, and some people were posting like, "Good, they got $12 million. Can y'all shut up about this justice for Breonna Taylor?" And it's like, oh, my guy, sir, do you think this $12 million is going to like? Do you think that's how you hush up black people? Is just give them money like? Sorry, we killed your boy. Here's some money. Like, that's not how that works. The people in the comments saying shit like that. I pose you this question. I pose this to you. You're sleeping. You had a long day at work. You come home from work. You're asleep. You're just like, man, I am so tired. You see your wife, who just got off shift too, working the late shift at whatever clinic, hospital she was at, because she's an EMT. You guys eat dinner, watch a little TV, binge some Netflix or whatever, right? Maybe even get a chill in there. You lay down. Middle of the night. Kick in the door. Gunfire. Your wife passes. Girlfriend, fiance, husband, flip the roles, whatever. The person you love is now gone. For no reason. Zero reason. Not on this earth. Not living. You cannot lay next to them anymore. You cannot hold them in your arms. They're gone. You're a mother. Your daughter is gone. You're a father. Your daughter is gone. Brother, sister gone. Cousin gone. I can't even imagine that. And at the end, you're like, somebody has to pay for this shit. Like, y'all just can't bust in here shooting up my house, shooting me, shoot my wife. I shoot back, you arrest me. She's gone. This is February. Here we are in fucking September. And here's 12 million. Would y'all be cool? Because this is how it sounds to the people who are in the comments saying she got her 12 million, can y'all shut up? Is there a price tag that you're putting on your significant other? Is there a price tag for the life of a loved one? Is 12 million your number? Because y'all are trying to make it like it's their number. Like, somebody still needs to pay for the wrongful death, whether it be the officers. Because here's my thought. The officers are just going to go where the warrant tells them to go, right? Those dudes just go where the judge or whoever up there, whoever planned this raid, sting, invasion, whatever, like, it came from somewhere up here. They were like, hey, get a squad together, go here and do whatever, right? That's what happened. So who up there provided the wrong intel that led to that lady's death? And then there's people in there, well, her man was friends with the ex. They're trying to fucking justify them showing up to that apartment and shooting it up, right? Blows my mind still that that's a thing. I just feel that every time I see comments like that, I lose more and more faith. And then that just lets me know I have to be more and more bold using whatever little platform I have to let people know that Black lives do matter. I have to use my little platform to encourage those who do listen to don't stop letting people know that Black lives matter, and that we can move forward as a nation the minute the stupid people stop saying stupid shit. Because it's hard, man. It's hard because they say shit to try to trick you into spazzing out, and then they can use that screenshot and then be like, look how, out of pocket this person gets. I've seen it numerous times. Like, people will continue to try to get me to act out of character, and you just fuck them up even more by just staying respectful, stating facts, and then just hit them with like, yeah, Black lives matter. And then they come back, they be like, oh, stupid, all lives matter. And I'm just like, that's cool. Also, Black lives matter. Like, that's all I hit them with. And it just, they wild out when they find they can't get a reaction out of you. And it's a beautiful thing. It's like trolling, but not trolling. They're like trolling themselves because they keep responding to me. Like, I'm trying to end the conversation. Like, yeah, Black lives matter. Have a great day. Like, I'm not trying to be passive aggressive. I'm just like, Black lives matter, peace, live your life, my guy, kumbaya, not kumbaya, because we can't kumbaya because we'll get booed if we do that shit, right? We get booed if we try to kumbaya. But yeah, I just can't imagine what fixes people's fingers and mouths to be like, you got $12 million. Like, you guys got 12 million. Can y'all shut up about justice for Breona Taylor? No, because she's dead. And that money does not bring her back to life. That money does not bring that mother her money back, or her daughter back. That money does not bring that guy, his fiance, back. That money does not bring her coworkers that loved to work with her. That it doesn't bring her back to them. That's the shit that blows my mind. Like, you can't put a price on a human life. It's very, very stupid to think that. And the only reason they do that is because everybody they love is still alive. So can y'all just shut up about that? Somebody go in your house right now and shoot up, your family. And the city's just like, man, that's crazy. Here's 5 million. If you take that 5 million and you're just like, I'm cool now, I'm not sad anymore, that says something about you, my guy, my girl, whoever. That says something about you, and it's not a good thing it's saying. It's not at all. There's so many things that people try to use to try to downplay the movement. There's a podcast that I used to watch, hosted by a guy, Philip D. Blackman, called The Inconvenient Truth. And it was one of those things I was trying to watch because he's obviously a conservative. but he was kind of like a sensible conservative. But I quickly saw what he was trying to do, because he would low-key try to say some things that I would agree with, and then a lot of things that I didn't. But the certain things that he said that I agreed with were things like, you know, cops are killing black people. There's a lot of incidences where the cop did not need to use deadly force type stuff. And I'm just like, all right, I'll fuck with you, man. I fucks with you. But then lately he's just going all full right wing, like defending cops and stuff, like, and don't think that I don't like cops, right? Every time I see an officer, you know, I'm just like, do your job, my guy. The only problem I have is the bad officers who have been acknowledged and put on blast that they're bad officers, and no punishment comes to them. That's the shit that makes me mad. I don't care about the surprise PD that rolled through. Do your job, keep the streets safe, my guy. But if somebody in surprise was wrongfully killed by an officer for no reason, or the use of deadly force happened and it did not need to happen, please believe I'm gonna be like, yo, so what's good with this, you know, fucking Quick Draw McGraw over here in your car? You know, like, why is he still on the force? That's the problem I have. I know there's good cops. You guys preach about it. Good cops are all over the place. Are they? Because they're not snitching on the bad cops. That's what I'm saying. Bro, you know what would get the public back on the side of the police? Like, I know you have the staunch Blue Lives Matter. My dad's a cop, this is a cop, I'm a cop, I love cops, cops. Cool. Get all your good cops, all your buddies that are good cops, have them come together, be like, you know what, let's get rid of the dirty cops so we can all be good cops. And snitch. Hello? But you can't, because of unions. That's the shit that people don't like about the police. Y'all police yourselves, right? It's the public gets no say in whatever. And don't think that we don't know that y'all fuck with the, not literally fuck as in have sex, but that the DA, the whole like judges and all that, y'all are all cool because y'all do traffic court, all that stuff. Y'all say, oh, what's up? You know, y'all do that shit. I know y'all do. So that's the thing. Like, we know there's good cops. We just wish that they would be good cops, both on and off duty, and just tell on the bad cops. Get the bad cops out of there, so then the percentage of good cops is higher than the percentage of bad cops. Like, it's already high. Just make the percentage of bad cops 0 and the percentage of good cops 100 is all we're asking. That's not too much to ask. I feel like that's not too much to ask. You would want people, Homeland Security, hey, if you see something suspicious, tell somebody. Hey, you see a bag that's left unattended, tell somebody. It's more like, hey, if you see your cop buddy shoot a dude for no fucking reason, tell somebody. Can you do that? Do that for your boy, please. Do that for Mac, your boy. Can you do that for your boy? That's all I'm gonna ask. Can you do that for your boy? Last thing I want to talk about is our commander-in-chief, who somebody nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize because he's getting all the situations, all the troubles and stuff in the Middle East, all the countries that didn't like each other, he's getting them to sign something called the Abraham Accord or something like that. Some super mega peace treaty that 9 countries are going to sign, and it's just going to stop all the foolishness that is happening over there. And people are posting it. This is awesome. This is great. Look what our president did. Look at this. And I'm just like, Let's post all the good stuff that this man is doing. All the posts I see about the president be like, everybody's asking, what did President Trump do? And then it's like this retarded list of accomplishments and things that happened that were started outside of his administration, things that were started 2, 3, 4 administrations ago that are taking effect now, or the product of previous administrations' bills and policies that they have passed, but they're happening under him. So he is taking credit for it, almost like an EPR. My military people will get that. But here's my question. we're focusing on the good, on the good, on the good, on the good. Why, like, nobody brings up the bad? However, Jacob Blake, father of 3, he gets shot 7 times in the back, paralyzed, probably won't ever walk again. Do we talk about the good things that he did, or do we just focus on the bad shit? No, nobody wants to talk about he's a father of 3, 3 beautiful girls. No, just gonna talk about, oh yeah, he sexually assaulted, blah blah blah. I know somebody else who sexually assaulted somebody, but they're kind of like in the highest seat in the world. But George Floyd, he passed away. He was on drugs. He did this, that, counterfeiter, needs to die. Nobody talks about the good things. Nobody wants to take the time to look up the good things George Floyd did. But, it's whatever. Because I can think of somebody else who has some skeletons in their closet, but, they're, currently commanding the world's most powerful military. But, shit, like, how come that doesn't work both ways? How come we just can't focus on the good? Like, I'm down if y'all just want to focus on the good on, 45. How about we focus on the good of everybody? You can't pick and choose who you want to focus the positive shit on and then flip and just focus on the negative on some shit that just, moves your agenda, that fits your agenda. Keep it a buck, man. If it's good for him, it's good for everybody. If it's not good for him, it's not good for him. Keep it real. All right? With that being said, I will say this. Shout out to the sponsors of DSPN, right? We got Audio Swim. For all my musicians out there, you want to upload a track, have that track uploaded to all the streaming services out there, make profit off of that. Go to www.audioswiv.com, upload your track for as low as $5, and then it's out there, right? I'm your boy. I'm hooking you up. Another spot. I lost my Samsung Galaxy Pods. They're in the house somewhere. I got a 3-year-old. He probably ate them. He didn't eat them. At least I don't think he did. I'm 70% sure he didn't eat them. 70% sure. But I placed an order for Plugs wireless headphones. And every review that I saw, great. Better than Raycons, because I know you see Raycons on all the YouTube ads and stuff like that. But I got a promo code for you. I'm gonna throw there in the description, and make sure you go to www.gettheplugs.com, put in that code, save you some money on a good pair of wireless headphones. And also, last but not least, my man Los, who has his own marketing agency service. www.premierelement.com. Not Premiere Elements, because you type that in, you'll go to an Adobe site, and they're going to try and sell you Photoshop and all this other stuff. Premiere Element, right? Without the S. There you go. And go there, find out what he's doing. He has agents. He can market you, create a brand, all this other stuff. Like, if you're trying to get out there, make a name for yourself, whether it be in entertainment, sports, whatever it is, my man can hook you up. All right? Take it from your boy. There you go. I was trying not to get in no serious shit. Because there's time I could have been emotional. I could have been real emotional about some shit going on. And I have been. I've lost friends the past few months, because there are just some things you just gotta, you can agree to disagree for some shit, but when it comes to when it comes to shit that's going on in the world today, there are some things that I will not agree to disagree on, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. If I lose friends, cool. Because it just means that, you weren't meant to be in my circle anyway. So that's where it's at. Like, I'm willing to let you believe what you want, but if I post something speaking about the trials and the problems in the black community as a black person. I do not need you as a not black person to try to tell me that what I'm feeling is wrong. Because that is way the fuck up out of pocket. And that shit is grounds for defriending. But yeah, this goes out to the people who just always want to play devil's advocate for me when I post some shit about how I'm feeling as a black man in America. Do I have it better than most? Probably. That does not exclude me from not feeling the pain and seeing the suffering that is going on in my community. I will not apologize for that. I don't care how successful I get. If I blow up and become successful, or if I maintain whatever level of life I'm at now, I'm going to speak up when I see fucked up shit, and I wish everybody else would do the same. With that being said, I'm Mac, aka YaBoy. I appreciate you guys listening, wherever you're listening to, and enjoying the video on YouTube. And I will holler at you guys again. If there's anything I can do for you, please feel free to holler at your boy. Peace.